Tere päevast, head ajakirjanikud.
Dear journalists, good afternoon. Yes, the heads of state of the European Union have already met 20 times at the meetings of the Arraiolos Group. I have participated in 3 of them myself, and they have always been meaningful, open to discussion and relationship-strengthening meetings. And their value lies in their informal form, which gives an opportunity to talk to each other directly and humanely without any ceremony. Yesterday and today in Tallinn, with 11 heads of state of the European Union participated at the meeting of the group. And the central topic of our meeting was the development of AI, the growing role of artificial intelligence in education, social and defense, economic development, and the creation of the framework to support its use. We also spoke in detail about the security situation in Europe and the Middle East. The European heads of state understood the importance of AI, and the introduction of artificial intelligence will change perceptions and the balance of power in societies and countries more broadly. How exactly and to what extent is up to us. With today's knowledge, we cannot rule out that AI will become the word which we will begin to characterize the current century. In addition to the importance of the strategic adoption of AI, it is also important to understand the complexity of this technology and the ongoing global competition in its development. This does not mean that we should prevent the use of artificial intelligence. Rather, on the contrary, we must support and boost the use of AI in every way, both in the private and public sectors. But we must be selective and make efforts so that Europe has a solid role to play in this change. Europe must play its part in this global development story. We must not see ourselves as mere users of AI or see Europe's role as a spokesperson for restrictions and regulations. No nation or company can be fully digitally sovereign, but we can be aware, deliberate and reciprocal in our dependencies. So, instead of digital sovereignty, countries should work towards conscious joint dependence. As with any global problem, we must respect human rights and fundamental rights when it comes to new technologies. We need to find a way to make this new technology serve our desire to strengthen democracy and a democratic way of life. If we want Europe to be a global player, it is not enough just to build supercomputers or develop software. Any credible AI system, be it a large language model or a special machine learning tool, depends on a high-quality data set. We must also not forget the linguistic dimension. To preserve Europe's cultural diversity, our AI systems need to be able to understand and speak our languages, no matter how small they are. Everything starts from education. If AI is successfully deployed in education, it will be used more efficiently elsewhere as well. That is why we have launched an artificial intelligence education program in Estonia, an initiative that draws inspiration from our Tiger Leap program that once led us into the digital age. The AI Leap is not just about giving teachers and students new tools. It aims at conscious use and the creation of equal opportunities, as well as the desire to change the way young people learn more broadly, so that they are prepared for the challenges of the future. In the second half of the day, we talked about security issues. The world around us today is more complicated, unpredictable, and tougher than before. In such a situation, we look for something to rely on, answers that will help restore faith and confidence. We spoke about possible solutions, about the solution to Russia's aggression in Europe, which has shaken the world, diverse hybrid threats Europe is facing, and the conflict of the Middle East that has brought terrible pain and fear to both sides. Achieving a lasting peace in the Middle East is more important than ever in the world, and it requires both sides to be spoken to and listened to. The agreement reached between the parties on the implementation of the first phase of the Gaza peace plan is an important step, and we hope for the immediate release of hostages and an end to hostilities, as well as a swift solution to the humanitarian situation in Gaza. I would like to thank all the heads of state for visiting Tallinn and for these 2 meaningful days. And many thanks to the organizers, speakers, followers and contributors and journalists of the meeting. Thank you. Are there any questions?
Maria Anrohem Aktuaalsest kaamerast.
The Estonian broadcasting company Aktuaalne Kaamera. You said that you spoke about security issues and hybrid threats in the second half of the day. Recently, this hybrid war in Europe has escalated. How would it be possible to fight it effectively? And maybe the discussion of the first half of the day could also be of help here. AI, I mean. Security and AI have to go together. That development also has to go together. Obviously, we were discussing the threats and conflicts related to hybrid war that had occurred recently, and we're discussing the possible solutions. We also got a good overview about our security people, about the situation in our neighboring countries in the east and also further away. And I think it was very interesting for our guests to get a close view of the situation here and how it affects them, for example, Portugal, which lies quite further off. And it is not easy to find solutions. As is the case, the criminals are always a few steps ahead, and those who fight them are lagging behind. But we cannot afford this, that these expensive rockets will be taking down drones which cost very little. We spoke about cooperation in the defense sector, on how to find solutions that could emerge here, and sadly there's going to be more situations like that. They are not going to disappear. Postimees newspaper Emilia Aljas. Hungary is also part of this Arraiolos Group. Their president was not represented today, who is a member of the Orban regime. Can you say why didn't they come? And do you think that your discussion about security issues might have been different if the Hungarians were present? Definitely not. As I said, we are very open in these discussions. As we can see, not all our Arraiolos members are of the same opinion when it comes to the Middle East conflict, and the fact whether the Hungarian president is present or not has no impact on the discussions. It could have probably added to these discussions. The Finnish president was missing and the Irish president was missing as well. So this has nothing to do with which kind of regimes anyone is representing here. Maria Metsur, TV3 News. In the first half you spoke of the day, you spoke about AI. You probably heard out the opinions of the other countries as well. So how far are the other countries in developing AI? Because we are the leaders there. We try to be leaders as well, and I think at present we are as well when it comes to education, for example, but the Latvians are doing the same and other countries as well, because AI is all around us. And it is not important what we are doing here with our chatbots here, but it is important for the AI also to reach the industrial sector and develop there. This is what we also discussed. I think practically everybody is in the same situation. Everybody is looking for the right way, the reasonable way how to use it, but we have a certain advantage here because we have the tiger leap experience, and it is so much easier to take it from there and to make better decisions. Thank you. And sometimes we will see where Estonia is placed in the ranking tables. Thank you.